Hi everyone. How are you guys looking up today? Wow, it's a beautiful evening here in Lagos, Nigeria. It's a beautiful evening in Lagos, Nigeria. Um, and thank you so much, guys, for joining this event today. Thank you so much for thank you for joining this event today. I I'll start by apologizing about yesterday. We were unable to go live due to um some reasons, yeah, due to some reasons, kind of like which I actually explained on the group chat. We're unable to like come live yesterday. However, I actually dropped a tutorial pack for you guys where I actually talked about triplets, and it's kind of like a 12 minutes duration lesson. So I just hope you guys have been able to see that really, yeah. So today I'm going to be talking about something so interesting, yeah, something so interesting, and I would like you guys to go with me on this. If you can hear me, I would like to know if you guys can hear me, then we'll start from there. Can you guys hear me? 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 Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I'd like to know. Oh, cool stuff. You can hear me. All right. So let's just move into what I have for you guys today. So today we'll be talking about grooves. Yeah, we'll be talking about grooves. Yeah, we'll be talking about grooves, and like we are all aware, we have different levels of drummers in this workshop, and I will try as much as possible to take everybody on this journey. So groove is just an amazing topic, really. So I'm going to like give basic exercises, basic grooves. I'm going to like tell you um different combination. I'm going to show you different combination, and at the same time I'm going to give different assignments. So just make sure that you join me and you don't lose focus of what I'll be teaching you. Once again, can you guys hear me very well? All right, so today like I said earlier on, I'll be teaching groove. I'll be talking about what groove is. I'll be showing you guys um some grooves really, and today promises to be really amazing. I'm just taking out time to okay, so I'm just taking out time to really wait for some of us, But just in case that they don't meet up, like it was announced on the group that class starts for 5 p.m. West African time, and we just have to go. We just have to start really. So, groove is the combinations of rhythms and colors that moves in spontaneous circle. Groove is defined as the combinations of rhythms and colors that moves in spontaneous circles. Combination of rhythms and colors that move in spontaneous circle. So let's just kind of like move on from there to let's take out that part of the more of the definition thing, and let's dive into what practical is. So the first exercise that I'm going to be showing us, the first group I'm going to be showing us, series of rock grooves, basic rock grooves. Somebody's typing basic rock groove. Type it in, basic rock grooves. So I'm going to be showing you 4 different variations of basic rock grooves. So these are kind of like foundational drum lessons. These are kind of like foundational beat. These are kind of like the origin to how beats are being developed really, and all of this will be playing them in 4/4 time signature. We'll be playing them in 4/4 time signature. Okay, so let's just get started. So the first thing you need to have in mind is that for every groove or for every rhythms, there are strong beats and there are weaker beats. There are strong beats and there are weak beats. Again, for every rhythm, they are like strong beats and they are strong beats and they are weak beats. So now, when we talk about time signature, basically, for example, when we talk about a 4/4 time signature, the strongest beat on those 4 counts is your first beat. That is your one. So that is like one is strong, then the other 3 counts are kind of like a bit they're kind of like weakened. For example, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Let me define that again, or let me explain that better. For a time signature that is like a 4/4 time signature, there is a strong beat on those counts while there are weaker beats. Now your strong beat happens to fall on the first count on the beat. For example, if you are counting 1 to 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, your first beat happens to be your strongest beat, while the other beats are kind of like just natural beats. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So now, having said that, let's move further in what groove is. So now on the 4/4 time signature basic groove, like that I said we'll be working on, which is like basic raw groove. I would like you to have at the back of your mind that we'll be making use of different parts of the kits right now. I really wish I can actually take you guys through bass drum techniques before this particular class, but because I'm the only one in the studio at the moment, and there's a limit to how I can actually set up or rotate cameras now. I will just kind of like want to teach you guys this, then maybe later on cover up about the bass drum technique class, because that's another essential part that we all need to be aware of, but for now, let's just dive into what basic rock groove is. So now, have at the back of your mind that we're working on the 4/4 time signature beats, right? So for your 1 and 3, you'll be playing your bass drum on the count of 1 and 3. Again, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Your bass drum comes in on 1 and 3. So that means that on 2 and 4, you will not be playing your bass drum. Are you guys there? So that means on the count of 2 and 4, you'll not be playing your bass drum. So now, for your snare drum comes in on the count of 2 and 4. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? Your snare drum comes in on the count of 2 and 4. Your snare drum comes in on the count of 2 and 4. So now let's try it again. Then I'm going to play like for you guys to hear what I'm trying to explain. When you are playing a basic rock groove, your bass drum comes in on the count of 1 and 3, while your snare drum comes in on the count of 2 and 4. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Your snare. Sorry guys about that break. I need to be sure this is working properly. Sorry guys, I need to be sure it's working properly. Okay. All right, so back to what I was explaining earlier on. So for your basic groove, your snare drum comes in on the count of 2 and 4, while your kick drum, your bass drum, comes in on the count of 1 and 3. I would like to know if you guys are with me. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right, let's go on. So the first exercise is you play your kick on 1 and 3, while you play your snare drum on 2 and 4. Do you understand? You play your bass drum on the count of 1 and 3, while you play your snare drum on the count of 2 and 4. So let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get that? So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you understand that? So let's try it again. We can imitate that playing it with our right hand as well. So you are not like kind of like stuck in between. You can use whatever hand to play. So let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you try that? Try that where you are. If you are with your drum set or you are with your drum pad or something, even though you don't have a drum where you are, you can just like kind of like tap your feet like to the ground, and you can as well just use your drumstick on maybe like on a surface or something, maybe on your pillow, just to get the feel of what I'm trying to explain. Because very soon I'll start building a lot of things on this, and I need to make sure that you guys are following me well enough. Are you guys there? And can you guys still hear me? All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So now, what makes it really unique now is when I had my hi-hat to this pattern. I said earlier on that your bass drum comes in on the count of 1 and 3, while your snare drum comes in on the count of 2 and 4. Now your hi-hat keep a constant count. That means that your hi-hat plays the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Your hi-hat is always working, yeah, with like no rest. Your hi-hat plays throughout the music, throughout the groove. Your hi-hat is just ticking something, clicking something, just playing something. So your hi-hat counts the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're a left-handed person, you don't have to be shy, you don't have to be afraid, you don't have to feel left out. Just be so proud enough to carry yourself as what you are. You're a left-handed person, and it's beautiful to be left-handed. So what you do for me is the fact that you play your hi-hat pattern this way. Your left hand plate goes to your hi-hat plate, right? If you're a right-handed person, your right hand goes on your hi-hat plate. Do you understand that? Let's go again. So now I'm going to try play it as if I'm a left-handed person. So let's get started, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's build it up. Let's build it up. I'm gonna play as if I'm a left-handed person, like almost throughout today's class. So just permit me to play as if I'm a left-handed person. I'll try my best to imitate using my right hand as well. This is just a means to carry everybody in this class along, because I know that for sure we would have left-handed drummers in this class, and I would not want them to feel left out. All right, you guys have been getting all the juice, you right-handed guys, so let those that left-handed get the most of today, if that can be permitted by you guys. All right, so let's move on. So let's move on. So I'm going to add the kick pattern. Like I said, your kick is coming in, your bass drum is coming in on the count of 1 and 3, while your snare drum is coming in on the count of 2 and 4. Now your hi-hat keeps a constant pattern, playing 1 to 4. So now let's add those together, and it's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Rest. Do you understand that? Do you guys need me to break that down again just so we get it perfectly? Please drop a comment if you understand that so we can move on to the next thing. All right, thank you so much for saying that. All right, so now let's move. Let's build it up a bit. Let's build it up a bit. So now, in building it up, this is what you would do for me. Your your bass drum comes in on the count of 1 to 4, right? So your bass drum comes in on the count of 1 to 4. So that means boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means that your bass drum and your hi-hat are keeping a unison. They are actually playing the same thing. Do you understand that? Because your hi-hat is keeping the count of 1 to 4. Now your bass drum is doing the same thing. Your bass drum is playing the same thing your hi-hat is playing, but on different surfaces. They have different feels, but at the same time they sound really different, but they are on the same time. They're on the same grid. Do you understand that? So let me play that for you so you guys can have an idea of what I'm trying to explain. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, guys. So sorry, guys, about the blackout. So sorry about the blackout. Like I said earlier on, due to some reasons, I'm just the only one in the studio. So having to do this run around. I'm actually running on Gen, but the generator kind of like started working somehow just today, and it's just so surprising. But really, this wouldn't disturb the flow of the class. I'll try as much as possible to still keep everything locked. So I'm the cameraman, the drum instructor, everything for tonight. So just please bear with me, just in case maybe another glitch comes in or something. Please just bear with us. All right, so let me take it back from where we stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it. Now let's take it a bit further. Let's take it a bit further. Okay, let's take it a bit further. So this is what you're going to do for me. This is what you're going to do for me. Let's try sing this rhythm together so you can understand better. The next variation, let's try sing the rhythms together before I actually play it so you can understand it well enough. So you do this for me. Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. Can you try that? Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. Kick, snare, kick, snare. Say kick, snare, kick, snare. Go kick, snare, kick, snare. Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. Go 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 boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. So that's the next variation of groove we'll be playing. So now that means that the kick has gotten an additional rhythm, right? So the kick has gotten an additional rhythm. So now let's have at the back of your mind that your hi-hat pattern remains the same and your snare drum pattern remains the same. But what has gotten a new shape is the kick. The kick now has a different feel, has a different rhythm. Do you understand that? Once again, let's try singing it together so we get familiar and we can do this the right way. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, sing, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, sing, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, sing, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. Now let me play this. Now let me play this so you guys know what it sounds like on the drum kit. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, 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 boom. Do you guys understand that? So now let's try play it a bit faster. Let's try play this a bit faster. 1. Before then, let's sing it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, sing, 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 boom. That's it. Sing. Sing. Cool stuff, huh? Sing, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, go. Go. Woo. Sing. Sing. Ooh. Sing. 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 Alright, now you can as well play this a bit faster, okay? So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Ka, boom, boom, ka, go. Boom. Ka, boom, boom, ka, Guys, I know sometimes women want to think like this groove sounds really easy or sound so basic. Why should I practice stuff like this? I would advise that most of us or all of us go back to most of these basics. Practice them until you feel or you can feel that they are locked. Most of the time we just kind of like play, but we are not locked into time. For example, I wish I can demonstrate most of these things with a metronome or on a metronome, but the fact that there's no metronome that I can actually work with in the studio due to having to power a lot of things right now, I might not be able to explain it for today, but maybe some other time I'm going to show you guys how to keep all of these things locked in time or on time. So it's not just about it's a basic groove or something, it's about are you really keeping every of the beats in time? Are you making them locked? Are you keeping them locked? So that's just what it is. Now moving on to the next variation. But before then, I would like to know, are you guys still with me? Do you guys still understand every of what I'm sharing with you guys? Are you guys there? All right, so let's move into the next thing. Let's move into the next variation. The next variation, we'll be singing it as well before we play it. So this is what you do for me. Are you guys relax, relax? This is really simple. This is really simple. Just this is what it sounds like. You're still keeping the same patterns on your hi-hat and your snare drum. Your snare drum comes in the count of 2 and 4. Your hi-hat keeps the constant count of 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your hi-hat 1, 2, 3, 4. Your snare drum 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is what you are going to do for me. This is what you're going to do for me for this particular variation. This is what you're going to do for me. Boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat. Sing it, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat. Sing it, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat. Sing, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat. Sing it, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, go, 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 boom, boom, cat, go, boom, boom, cat, 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 boom, boom, cat. Oh, kick, kick, snack, kick, snack, sing, kick, snack, kick, snack, go, kick, snack, kick, snack, go, kick, snack, kick, snare. If you've gotten that, a round of applause for yourself, a round of applause for yourself, a round of applause for yourself, because we've done like about 3 to 4 variations already. But let's try this again. Let's sing this again. If you're just joining us, guys, what we are just doing is we're learning basic rock groove. Now I'll be taking you guys through different variations of groove and foundational grooves, really. Now this particular groove, we're actually playing it on 4/4 time signature. We're working basically with 4/4 time signature, and it is just good or and significant that we all understand where all of these things falls, where your kick drum, bass drum falls, where your snare drum falls, where your hi-hat falls, your other patterns, everything where they fall. So it's very good and advisable that we all know the foundation well enough. So that's why I'm taking us through this groove. I know some of us might like, hey, this is really simple. Why are we doing stuff like this? We expect something, but guys, it's just good that we actually build things up. And I would want to do here a bit because I understand that we have varieties of drummers here. We have people that are newbies that are just starting out drumming, and I want it to be that after the next 10 after the next 5 days, because today is our fifth day of drumming fundamental workshop, and that's like a milestone already. Today's the fifth day of the drumming fundamental workshop. After the 10 days, I want it to be that we have significant result of success. All right, so let's just get right into this as we start. So let's go. Boom, boom, ke, boom, boom, ke, boom, boom, ke, boom, boom, ke, go, boom, boom, ke, boom, boom, ke, boom, boom, ke, boom, boom, ke, go, 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 boom, boom, ke, boom, boom, ke, again, boom, boom, ke, boom. Boom, get up, boom, boom, get boom, boom, get up, boom, boom, get boom, boom, get. Well, now let's play together with the drums. Go. Alright, so let's try that again. I'm going to use my right hand just for the right-handed guys, so you guys still understand that we're on the same page. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, so that's just what it is, really. That's just what the groove is. Boom, boom, ka, 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 boom, boom, ka. So now let's take it a bit further, and this is where I love a lot. I love this part very well because now we have started developing our four limbs. Alright, and this is what I mean by that. So this means that your kick would keep a 1-3 count, right? So your kick is coming in. Your kick is coming in on the count of 1 and 3. All right, are you there? Your snare drum is coming in on the count of 2 and 4. On the count of 2 and 4. Now, here's where the trick is really. So now you would play your hi-hat patterns with your foot. So now you're not using your drumstick right now, because for that particular instead of playing your hi-hat with your drumstick, you'll be playing your right cymbal instead. So now your hi-hat pattern plays the count of 2 and 4. The same thing your snare drum is playing, the same time your snare drum is playing. Let me explain it again from the top. Your bass drum plays the count of 1 and 3. Your bass drum, sorry about that. Your bass drum plays the count of 1 and 3, while your snare drum plays the count of 2 and 4. Now your hi-hat pattern is on the count of 2 and 4 as well. Your hi-hat pattern is on the count of 2 and 4 as well. So instead of striking with your drumstick, you are playing your hi-hat with your hi-hat pedal, something like this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you understand that? So now when you do that with your snare drum, it falls on the same grid, it falls on the same time, it falls together, like kind of like a unison, but they are on different parts. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that. I was not meant to strike my hi-hat really, but this is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, guys. So now let's add our right cymbal. So this is our right cymbal. I'm sorry I didn't take you through the names of the drum kits, but we can actually do that like sometime, maybe like before we close today's class. If you guys can just remind me, so I'm going to like tell you like the names of the drum parts and all of these things. But now this happens to be our right cymbal. So now our right cymbal will be playing the count of 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know for the left-handed person, they'll be asking me, the left-handed drummers that we have in our midst, that how would I play this? Will I have to travel this far? So most times for left-handed drummers, what they do is, or what they should do is, you arrange your drum set from the left to the right. Sorry, from the right to the left. You know what I'm trying to say? From the right to the left. So for example now, for we drummers, for we right-handed drummers, we kind of like arrange our drum set from the left to the right. And this is what I mean by from the left to the right. The smaller part of the kit happens to falls on the left hand side. For example, I have a size 10 drum here, so it's on my left. I have a size 12 drum here, toms here, it's on my right. I have a size 16 floor tom here, it's on my right as well. And my snare drum happens to be in the middle. So if it happens to be like maybe for a left-handed drummer, what the person might choose to do is have their snare drum somewhere around this place, have their floor tom maybe around this place. Then like all this size 10 would be on their right, while the size 12 will be on their left. So while playing, instead of them rolling towards their right, they are rolling towards their left. Or if they choose not to do like that, what they just simply have to do is you take out your right cymbal from your right angle, you bring it to your left hand. Do you understand that? So that means that for instead of you having your crash cymbal on your left, you have your crash cymbal on your right. And instead of you having your right cymbal on your right hand, you have your right cymbal on your left. Do you understand that? So easily, it's quite easy for them to like ride. And this is what I mean by that. Just imagine there's a cymbal here right now. So a left-handed person naturally don't have to travel far to this place. What they just do is they just play from here. 1, 2, 3. Can you see? It's more easier this way because there's a communication. There's a short interval between this space and where the snare drum is. Unlike they having to travel this far. Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for this question, Shola Popola. Yeah, basically, the major reason why I can teach this is because I can play either ways. I can play either way. For example, but it's just so good that one just come natural than the other. You understand what I'm trying to say? One comes natural than the other. For example, this one is just that so natural to me. Unlike me, I like having to travel to this place. It's not because it won't work. It will work, but one just happens to like be more natural than the other. So but it is advisable that you play anyhow. Let me use that word. You learn in all variations. There is no one way to like setting up. There's no one way to arrange your drum kit. It just depends on what really work for you. Do you understand? It just depends on what really works for you. And really guys, one thing that I would like to like explain to every one of us is that you need to be creative. You really need to be creative. For example, there is no a govern rule around you even placing your right cymbal in your on your right hand. You might choose to place your right cymbal somewhere here, and if it works for you, sure, go with that. You can just choose to place your right cymbal if it works for you perfectly. That's good, but really, don't don't set something that is going to strain your body. Don't set up something that is going to cause you harm in some years to come, or don't set up something that is going to cause you a lot of pain, like in your body, really. So any of your setup must be something that you can reach easily. For example, you can see it is very easy for me to reach my thumb. I don't have to travel to go and hit my drum, like my thumb. It's just somewhere close, somewhere close. Can you see? Can you see them? They are all close. They are all close. Everything. Do you get that? Like everything is closed. So that's just one of those ways to like just go about setup. So now let's go back to what I was trying to explain about the groove, where we'll be using our right cymbal. So now your right pattern happens to fall on count 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's count together and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, 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 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get that pattern? Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now, let me inform you guys about this. Whenever you're playing your right cymbal, try as much as possible to use the tip of the stick to play your cymbal. I'm going to show you a wrong way to start playing cymbals. Not that it is wrong. It is wrong for basics. It is wrong for basics, but when you get to like become more advanced, sometimes there is no one way to play the drums. There's no one way to play the drums. But now I'm gonna show you guys an example, then you guys see if it's right or not, or it sounds good or not. So I would like this to be like an interactive section. If you feel it sounds good enough, let me know, and if you feel it does not sound good enough, let me know. So I need you guys to be really swift with this response so I can actually move on. Do you understand? So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the second one. This is the second one using the tip. All right. 1, 2. I'm using the tip of the drumstick right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So which of these two do you think sounds better? Which of these two do you think sound better? The other one that I was smashing the cymbal like with my the side of my drumstick, or the other one that I was playing with the tip of the stick? Which one do you think sounds way better? Thank you so much. The second one sounded better, right? And not just because that other one is wrong. So now when you play, for example, when you're playing rock, it might not be wrong because rock music are usually more of high-end volumes, right? You need to like hear everything, you know, everything is matching. There's a lot of energy, so you can do stuff like. Right? For that kind of music, it is right. But really, for basic playing or something that does not really warrant that kind of like energy or loudness, it is absolutely wrong if you are using this kind of approach. So what you can just do for this kind of music is just what, use the tip of your stick, and that settles like everything. Are you guys there? So let's go. So I'm going to simply play the same rock, but I'm going to use the tip of the stick so you guys really understand what I'm explaining. Now this is going to sound smooth and sound natural. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So do you guys understand? So that's just what it is really. So this sounds like natural. Do you get that, guys? So now let's go back to where we're coming from. Your right cymbal keeps the count of 1 to 4. Your snare drum 2 and 4. Your hi-hat keeps the count of 2 and 4 using your hi-hat pedal. All right, so now let's get right into this. 1, 2, 3, go. 1. Now let's play it a bit faster. Then let's so you guys have an idea of what this can actually bet. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now so now let's combine every of these patterns that we've played so far all together. The first one we played was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. The second one we played was what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The third one was what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how about this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, how about this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then the last one. 1, 2, Do we understand that, guys? So now let me explain something to us, and I feel like this is very, very, very essential that we all know this as drummers, okay? Regardless of whatever level you're playing currently. So we have 3 parts of these cymbals. We have, for every cymbal there are 3 parts basically. We have the bell, we have the middle way, and we have the edge. Again, we have the bell, we have the middle way, and we have the edge. One more time, we have the bell of the cymbal, we have the middle way of the cymbal, and we have the edge. So right now, for every of this part of the cymbals, they are meant to be used differently, or they're meant to be used at some particular sections of the music. For example, if you are playing a music that does not really require something very loud or something, you can just come a bit to the middle way and play whatever patterns you need to play. Now if you're playing a music that is loud, you need a loud music, or you need a fuller sound of the cymbal, what you can just do, instead of striking the middle hard, what you can just do is just come a bit to the head. It gives you that broader sound, right? That broad sound, compared to like this place sounded more thinner, but why coming to this place? So now, when you are playing to particular music and you need the cymbal to start to sound just distinct, you don't want noise, or you don't want overtones or something like that. What you can just do is to play them closer to the bell, because that bell gives you a pink sound, like it just gives like this kind of like almost a distinct sound. And I'm going to play that so you guys hear. I see that was less of sustain. They were like they were less of sustain on that bell, right? Compared to you playing it in the middle way and playing it in the head. Do you understand that? So for example, if I'm playing a song and I don't want much vibration from the cymbal, what I can just do is I just come a bit here. On. All right, guys. So that's just what it is, really. So those are the basic patterns that we all need to know. Those are the basic patterns that we all need to know. I'm so sorry about the breaks in between all of this section. I'm going to try as much as possible. Once this is being saved, try to like cut out those the dark part, and also you guys can actually have a lengthy and good video to actually fall back on. So thank you so much, guys, for joining today's class. I really hope you guys were able to pick one or two things from today's section. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day, guys. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing time, and I wouldn't want you guys to miss out on anything. We'll still be talking about groove, but now we'll be talking about 3/4. Somebody say 3/4. We're talking about 3/4. These no groups of three here, but 3/4 is kind of like a building of groups of threes. So we're talking about 3/4s, and I will be opening your eyes to a lot of things that most people kind of like overlook when it comes to 3/4, and it's just going to be amazing. Like tomorrow will change your life. Trust me, tomorrow is going to change your life, and I can't just wait to have you guys tomorrow. Pending that time, 7 p.m. today, the group chat will be open. You can ask your question, and we're going to have an amazing time, guys. I'll be there to answer all of your questions. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And as well, encourage somebody on the group, tell them to join the class, because I actually noticed that the population for today's class was not so encouraging, but it's all fine. We look forward to a possible and a positive tomorrow. So guys, bless you so much, and have an amazing good night. Have an amazing night. If it's morning, if it's afternoon, from wherever you're joining from, I celebrate you all. Thank you so much for joining this platform. This is Groove It Global, where we build greatness globally, and it's such a privilege and opportunity for us to actually give our knowledge to you for free, because we know that you are one of the greatness that we are actually raising. Thank you so much. We bless you. Bye.